Great news. There's a quick way you can save money. Switch to Geico. Geico could help you get great coverage at a great price. And it only takes 15 minutes to see if you could save 15% or more on car insurance. Go to geico.com today and see how much you could save.
Hello, and thank you for ending another highly questionable week with us. Izzy Gutierrez is still here somehow. What do you like on the show today, Izzy?
Carmelo Anthony is an average to below average player. Just got waived by two teams, essentially. Let's start the show with him.
Melo, dale, papi.
Would the Rockets be better or worse if they had it? Would the Rockets be better or... Would the Rockets be better or worse if they added Melo?
I hope that we're airing all three of those. I hope that you saw my father pounding on his chest to evidently clear out the poor reading. This is the situation that we have with Carmelo Anthony. He's basically replacing Trevor Ariza, who cost them the season last year by missing every shot he took in Game 7. Now, if you believe the Rockets are great, at least in part, though, because they were great at defense, they were top 5 in defense, and Trevor Ariza was a part of that while also serving the specific role that Carmelo Anthony doesn't seem to be very good at. You can't just trust Daryl Morey's eye for talent and names and his ability to get them. They might be worse because they got this guy instead of Trevor Ariza.
It feels like we're asking these questions based strictly on his salary. Because if you look at his actual production with the Thunder or the season before with the Knicks when he was still the primary scorer, it doesn't lend itself to asking this question, will the Rockets be better? There's no chance they'll be better than last year because, as Dan said, there's elements of defense, large elements of defense that are missing. But even on the offensive end, when you've got somebody so delusional in Carmelo Anthony who still to this day does not believe he is a bench-worthy player, deciding that he has to start all the time, that's somebody who maybe doesn't know how to fit into an offense, maybe doesn't know how to fit into this style. And if you can tell me you can switch anything the way they did in the playoffs against the Golden State Warriors with Carmelo Anthony as one of your guys closing the game, I don't think you can do that. You're going to get burned defensively with him on the team.
The one argument that you can make on them possibly being better at offense when they were great at offense last year is Carmelo Anthony couldn't figure it out because Paul George and Russell Westbrook are very different kinds of players than James Harden and Chris Paul. James Harden and Chris Paul, even though they are usage rate monsters, they do share the basketball more than the two guys he was playing with before.
But that still requires him to stand in a corner and wait, and he's just not fond of doing that very often. So I just think there's going to be some turbulence there.
Well, I think that Melo will be a perfect fit for the Rockets. He can miss about 27 to 28 straight shots, 3 points, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he could do that too, right? He would have been happy to do that in Game 7 last year. Let's go.
Never mind. Clearly an upgrade.
Everybody, get out of the way. I could go 3 for 40 from 3.
Proudly.
Is there any reason to believe the NFL will figure out how to handle the Anthem controversy?
The Miami Dolphins are owned by Stephen Ross. He might be the most progressive of all of the owners. And now he finds himself in the situation because he's the guinea pig with the disclosed document saying that maybe it'll be punitive if guys start to kneel. He's the test case lab rat that all the other teams can now go scurrying back and say, oh, wait a minute, that's not the way to handle it in the paperwork. They can't get this right. There are only ways to get this wrong now that they've put this in front of us, and because they can't fix it, because their players don't have a good relationship with management, it cannot be fixed, and you're going to have this happen more and more with more people being symbols, even the most progressive owner in the league.
So they put this on pause, right? They tabled this whole thing, took off any rules that they currently have and says, let's talk about this further. That's pretty much the only way you can handle this now, but honestly, what you need to do is put the owners and any sort of front office personnel that feels they're entitled to be in there and Roger Goodell on one side of the room and everybody who wants to or has been protesting during the anthem on the other side of the room and have a discussion amongst those two. No filters, no middlemen, nobody hijacking the conversation to make it about patriotism and nobody making these players look bad when they don't stand for the anthem. And hopefully in that scenario, you get some sort of objective opinion from both parties that say, hey, this can still further your cause and without hurting this league.
What he is talking about between owners and players is a partnership that is collectively bargained. This has become such a seismic issue that they have to partner on solving it, and both sides are going to have to make concessions.
Was everyone too quick to yell at Larry Fedora?
We did do some of that yesterday. The media got together and did some howling. I believe I called him a caveman, though I didn't yell it. I believe he called some of the things that Fedora was saying ridiculous, and he was pretty close to shouting about it. But Eric Adelson of Yahoo Sports is reporting that he's quoting scientists as saying, look, Fedora is not out of his mind here. The media has jumped to conclusions about football and CTE that science hasn't actually proven. I think where Fedora lost us all, because he is defending a sport that he believes is under attack, is where he said it would lead to the ruination of our country if we lost some of the toughness and the physical nature of football. That kind of hyperbole in defense of a sport that is something that is violent and unsafe is mockable on every level.
Yeah, I'm still not a fan of how he represented his sport because it sounded like he was being dismissive of the information, which again is not proven information that football causes CTE, but it's a lot more information than we had in the past, and the percentages are very, very high of former football players who have had CTE. So therefore, I understand where people jump the gun on that, but on the other side as well, we are too quick to do that. It happens all the time. I, however, would like to feel the way Larry Fedora feels today just once in my life. Just once in my life where he's like, I told you after everybody attacked you.
It would feel good. It would feel good, right?
Yeah, it would feel fantastic. And by the way, if you're looking for scoops on North Carolina football team next year, look to Yahoo Sports. I'm pretty sure they're giving them everything.
Have you ever seen these guys' abs?
Oh, yeah, I have seen him shirtless. Look at this. Yes, Larry Fedora. Not bad, says Izzy. Look, put up that. Izzy wants you to put up a shot of him. He's sitting there saying, not bad on the abs.
Should the Lakers' death lineup scare the Warriors?
Papi thought we were going to get through a single day without a LeBron question, but he was wrong. The death lineup of the Lakers has LeBron James at the 5 playing against Draymond Green at the 5, and when I tell you that, you're like, okay. But the problem is all the other players. I would say, however, that the place that the Lakers find themselves in is underestimated because a lot of people are talking about this team not making the playoffs, and LeBron James, when he is on a basketball team, that basketball team is always going to win 50 games. We may not know anything else. We know that about LeBron James's career the last 12 years. So, of course, with the Lakers and these young players are going to look a lot better, but not better enough to be a threat to the Warriors of any kind.
That is a death lineup in Summer League. Part of the problem there is the biggest problem there in the NBA. While granted they can switch everything, they've got a lot of versatility there, some shooters. The problem to me is going to be LeBron James at the 5 spot. Now, I know he doesn't have to defend a typical 5 there, but Draymond Green is what makes that work for the Warriors as the center. If you want LeBron to put that much effort regularly, night after night on a team where it's requiring him to do a lot of work, I don't think it's going to happen at the 5 spot, and I don't think he'll tell you to your face, I don't want to do that.
Are you kidding me? LeBron is not going to talk anybody to his face. You know, he talks in the back of everybody. You know what I mean? I tell you one thing, LeBron, I'm going to tell it to your face. If you play the 5, you're going to fail. That's it.
That's how you do it.
That's the way you do it.
Face to face.
Face to face, you know?
Except you're probably not watching, and your face doesn't care what his face says.
Hey, guys. If you ever see LeBron coming in here, you got to let me know in advance.
Everybody, hey, security! Security, let Papi know.
That's right. I got to know beforehand.
Where's the exits around here? This way. This way.
Right. Be on the lookout for a goat.
Look, you're going to see him swimming through that pool back there.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
So watch this.
This must be terrible.
Wait,
what?
Jones.
What?
Ow. Yep, you guessed it. I'm a speed bump, so I've got one job. I slow you down. So imagine how I feel about Geico, who does way more. Like, not only could they save you money on car insurance, but they've been around for over 75 years, giving people fast and friendly claim service. Ow. Plus, they got a nifty mobile app that gives you 24/7 access. Ow. Just doing my job, buddy.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
Time to play the game that only takes one lick to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop. Do you question?
The man has a strong tongue. You give us topics and events, we question them.
I just bite it right away. I don't even lick once.
Do you question if it went around?
Okay, this is a big controversy in the Mexican League. And before we even show it to you, I just want you to know both of these umpires have been suspended for the remainder of what is the Mexican season. So watch this.
This must be terrible. Wait, what?
What? No!
So two people don't see this.
Wait a minute. Wait. That was
Did you see the graphic? The graphic had it at 0-2 already and then changed it to 1-1.
That first base up wasn't paying attention to the baseball game or was bribed. One or the other, and was just lying his way through it.
Even the home plate ump fell asleep, even though it was the second pitch of the game, was already asleep. He was Draymond Greening it right there until he turned around and realized, oh, wait, was I supposed to do something?
I think that I have seen that first base ump before.
I remember him. Yes, the softball game. I remember this ump. Yes.
Yep. Yeah. Moving on up somehow.
Here we go. Out. How could that first base coach be so wrong by signaling safe?
Same guy, different league.
Same guy.
Different country.
Do you question if this is worth celebrating?
This is what we do on a Friday. We gather around and question the worth of your celebration. Let's check in with this guy right here. And he calls himself the Redneck Kobe.
Oh.
Go!
Oh.
I love so much that he's wearing jeans and the other guy is wearing long dress socks.
I mean, I can't say that I wasn't that guy when I was about 15 or 16 years old playing in my front yard and that rim that the ball just bounces off pretty conveniently and you can windmill dunk it because it's 7.5.
And by the way, he's still that guy because let's check out a picture of him in jeans shirtless. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, Izzy Gutierrez. He is that guy.
How do you find a way? Can we check that video one more time? Was there even like concrete or anything, or were they dribbling on grass also? Good Lord.
That's right. Thank you, by the way. We can continue to deconstruct this. This is happening on grass. That is grass that jumper is taking.
Pretty sure he's wearing boots. The other ones might be wearing Crocs. Maybe that might be more difficult to box out when you're wearing slip.
Hold on a second. I want to recap this one more time. Let's just look at the original shot and how it hits the upper left-hand portion of the backboard before he comes in. Woo! And then, no, the hair is tremendous. Look at how far from being
the rim is so short. Fix the net.
I don't even know where to start here. Wait a minute. We've got pink against pink here, right? Even though one guy is shirtless and it's not shirts and skins, it's pink against pink. And what's holding down their structure? Is that a propane tank? Is that a propane tank? That guy right there came very close with his joy to creating an explosion.
You know, I have an instructional video that will show that guy had to box out perfectly. You got to go around here. You got to put your butt to the guy. You got to put the guy. Then you got to get it free. That's right. Then you got to go like that, and then you get your elbow to the guy. You keep pushing.
Really dig in with the elbow, though. Really dig in. There you go.
Never getting the rebound.
That's right, $11.99 today. You know how many space now? $13.99 to $11.99. You become a pro at boxing now.
What a bargain.
Do you question if this is a happy moment?
Yesterday on the show, I told you it takes a long time for video to get here. From Wisconsin, I believe it was, July 4th, we had bridge video. Now we go out to Philadelphia, also from July 4th. What do we have here? A gender reveal. We've got a gender reveal.
One of the worst ideas ever.
With an explosion.
Explosives. Ooh. I think more of these go wrong than they go right these days, I'm just going to say.
But that's blue, so that's...
Is it?
Isn't it blue?
I just see some... Okay.
Here's where it gets decidedly less happy. Yes, okay. Just, all of a sudden, it feels horrible. Yes, this is that's where it goes wrong. Right there, when someone's launched a rocket into your crotch.
So, boy or girl? We still don't know.
We don't know. But it was a hell of a show.
You know, once you have kids, there are no more happy moments.
Oh, wow. Okay, very good.
Coming up next on my son's TV show, highly questionable is broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that is tired of playing games. See? Oh, no.
You tell us what to watch on television tonight. Yesterday, he wasn't intrigued for one of the first times ever.
Right now on NBC Sports Network, the Tour de France.
No, the answer's no to this. It's been no for a long time. Everyone in the sport, has been cheating. And this rider that we're about to show you is someone who has been caught cheating before. And a fan, pretty angry about it.
It's not something I was expecting. Mikel Landa, number 75, could well be riding himself into the leadership role of Team Movistar.
That's it? He just wanted to get a swipe at him?
I mean, imagine any other sport here, a fan doing that to a player.
Okay, just sort of pushed him in the right shoulder. Izzy, are you intrigued?
I'm not intrigued, and I never have been intrigued. But you said yesterday you wanted your doping back in this sport. You're getting it, and you're still not watching.
That's right. No, but I love this guy. You have a lot of goals, sir, in your green fluorescent short shorts doing that to somebody. Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. But listen, I like these fans better.
What fans? He doesn't like angry fans.
That's right.
He wants playful fans. There it is. How about some of that?
Just write a message on your rear end. It's a better way to get it across.
This is good video right here. So far, we're just in the nude portion of the library. There's Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck dressed as Borat.
There's that guy.
There it is.
You know what?
God.
I'm in on the Tour de France now.
That's my guy.
There it is. A bunch of people mooning us and a guy running with a pig.
Tonight on ESPN, the X Games.
You know what? Normally I am interested in this, but it also makes me sad because it reminds me of just what a coward I was in childhood because I would not do any of these things. I would not take any risks. What are we looking at here in skateboarding?
Now you're courageous.
Oh, no! There it is. That is not
X Games.
That is not X Games. This is just people with skateboard-related incidents of some sort. Oh! Ouch!
I mean, you've seen that.
Yeah, here we go. Listen for it. There it is. Ouch! Ouch! That concludes our X Game coverage. Izzy, are you intrigued?
Not so much. I have watched some skateboarding, and I figure they need to just show it all in slow motion or instant replay, because when they do it in real speed, I have no idea what's happening.
It happens way too fast. The 20 spins under the jump. What about you, Papi? Are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. But listen, these guys don't know how to ride the skateboard. You know what I mean? You want to know how to ride the skateboard. You want to learn how to ride the skateboard. You got to get down. You got to get down. You got to get down. You got to get your hands up. You got to get your hands up. You got to get down. That's how you keep your balance, By the way, I got a hell of a instructional video how to ride the skateboard. I can sell it to you for $9.99. You know what I mean? The whole ball of wax for $9.99. You know what I mean?
What comes
the more
included?
you buy,
What comes included in the whole ball of wax?
Oh, I tell you, man, you know all kind of moves. You know how to jump, how to come down, how to hit your skateboard, how to turn around, and always, keep your body low. Keep your body low and your hands out. Your body low and your hands out.
Keep your body low and your hands down.
Sunday on E, Very Cavallari.
Oh, Papi, you know who Cavallari is? She is the wife of Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler, my father, loved how Jay Cutler came down here to Miami and stole $10 million from the Dolphins. Let's check in on him using some of that money to try and buy a house.
All right, so how far away is this house? No, I don't know.
We'll have a nice conversation, and when boom, we'll be there.
I just don't, honestly, I'm not moving.
Well, let's just keep an open mind. Maybe
fine, I'm going.
Maybe you'll walk into it and be like, you know what, this feels right.
This is really far away.
We just keep driving and driving and driving, and we're still not at this house.
What are you doing?
See, there's a turkey.
Oh my God.
What?
How far away are we?
We're close.
I mean, look, you tell me I could watch Jay Cutler watching turkeys. I want to watch Jay Cutler watching turkeys. I'm a little ashamed of it, but I want to watch. Izzy, are you intrigued?
Was that Jay Cutler or was that the redneck Kobe?
Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. You know how he's going to buy that house? You know how he's going to buy the house?
I don't, but I'm already laughing at whatever the joke is that's coming. How is he going to buy the house?
With all that money he stole from the Dolphins.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah! That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Oh, my God. Papi's coming in here Monday smelling like tequila. Thanks for watching.
I'm not going anywhere.
He's just going to keep sitting right there in that chair until Monday.
You see, because Jake Cutler, he didn't earn that money. He didn't earn that money at all. He stole it from the Dolphins.
That's right. See, that's the key to the joke. You see, if you didn't get it at home, you didn't earn that money.
Now you know.
Stole it.
He stole it. That's it.
He stole it. Oh, I don't know what I was laughing at earlier.
That's the key to the joke.